Hello, in this video I would like to introduce my daily driver watch. This is a Citizen Eco Drive. The model is called AS 2050. There are different kind of dial colors and some with indices which have just these indices like this watch, and others with numbers. This particular watch came with a metal bracelet, this one, and with the metal bracelet and this face, it's called AS 2050 87E. It costs me approximately 300 euros 2 years ago, and I hardly ever use the steel bracelet. It's not bad, it's not good, it's not terrible, it's mediocre, I guess. It feels okay, but since I started wearing the NATO strap on this watch, this is much more comfortable than a metal bracelet. I want to talk about this watch because I have the feeling that there is hardly any content about this watch online. Also, I think it's a very good looking watch. It's an Eco Drive watch. That means it runs with any kind of light, and it's a radio controlled watch. That means it will set itself every night if it can catch the radio signal. Let's get some measurements of this watch. The diameter is exactly 39 millimeters. The height is 10.1 millimeters. The lug to lug distance is 48 millimeters, and the lug width is exactly 20 millimeters. With this 39 millimeter diameter, it has a very nice size. I think it's not too big. My wrist is approximately 7 inch, and it looks like this. So I think it fits very good on this wrist. This watch has some cool features. It looks like a classic watch, but you cannot see that it has a lot of high-tech inside. If you press this button, for example, it will show you if it has got a signal the last time it tried to get a signal, and it shows me H, that means high signal quality. It could get a good signal last night. Now I would like to get into some good points and bad points about this watch. Things I like about this watch: it's beautiful, and it's not too big, and it has a very nice shape, I think. It reminds a little bit on watches which resemble things like Grand Seiko or something like this, or Saab from Seiko. It's really nice. The lugs are curving down. The crown is small and it's not screwed down, it's just pressed down, but it's very well protected and you cannot accidentally pull it out. Like I said, it has eco drive and radio control. It's a robust watch. It gets hardly scratches. It's made from stainless steel, and the glass is sapphire, which doesn't get scratches. It's thin. It goes well under the sleeve. You do not see what kind of technology is inside. It looks like a regular quartz watch, but it is has a lot of technology in it and very reliable, good technology. And you can you get an idea of it by these buttons that there is something going on, but you have to look very careful to see that. It has 10 bars of water resistance. That's enough for swimming or something like this. But not everything is perfect. There are a few things I think they could have made better. For example, if I remove this NATO strap, we will see the first negative. It's very tight. It is a very tight, it's hardly, the NATO strap hardly fits in between the case and this pin. And that's not the original pin. The original pin is thicker and it would be completely impossible to mount the NATO strap. Look how close this is. It's hardly, the original pin is a little bit thicker than this, and it's completely impossible to mount a NATO strap. These are aftermarket pins. Now we can have a look at the bottom. It's not engraved, it's printed with some kind of laser or something like this. But it looks cool. No, it's okay. It's a little scratched, but it's okay. The stainless steel bracelet which comes with it is not perfect. It's I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad neither, but it could be better. You hardly ever use the crown, because if you have the feeling that the time is not correct, you just command it to set itself. Actually I never pull out the crown, and therefore I think the crown could be screwed down too, because it would be hardly ever used, and maybe that's a missed opportunity, I don't know. The next thing we can see, it's now past 11 o'clock in the evening, and you can see that one date is disappearing, the next is coming. If I now pull out the crown to set the time manually, it takes a while to get to the next date. See, now it's midnight and it still hasn't completely flipped. Now it's slowly coming. Okay, I think it takes from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning to make the transition, so 2 hours. And I've seen much cheaper watches which can do that. And since this is a digital watch, I don't know. I don't understand why they couldn't make it date just. Well, it's past 1 o'clock. It's still not right there, but okay, that's enough for now. You see what I mean? Then one thing, there is loom on the hands, but there is no loom on the indices. I show a loom shot now. It has polished indices and polished hands, and therefore it is possible, even if they don't have loom, to see them in very, very dim light if you move the watch a little bit around. But real loom in the indices would be, of course, preferable, at least at the 12 o'clock position, 1 dot. Okay, the next thing is the radio control signal isn't very strong in Austria, I think. I lived in Germany for a few years, that's where I bought this watch, and the tower, the radio tower, is sitting in Germany, and it's in almost every room in the flat I got a strong signal, but here in Austria I have to put it on the window to get a signal. This only works with the radio tower in Germany, with no other radio tower on the world. And I think that's the reason why it isn't very well known, this watch, because it works as a radio controlled watch only in the center of Europe and nowhere else. One other thing is to get into control of the watch. You can set the time manually, like I showed. That's no problem. But if you want to set the radio control, you need some kind of tool. I use a toothpick now. Now it shows me no signal. If I keep depressing this button, now it goes into receiving mode. So now it's waiting for a signal. Since I'm not at the window, I don't think it will get a good signal here. This watch uses the same movement like the ProMaster Sky series. It's the movement H466, and the ProMaster Sky is a very popular watch, but this one is not known. But I like it very much. I think it has a very nice design, and it is a really good everyday watch. It's always spot on because it can link up with the signal, and it's easy to read, and it's for me like It's exactly between a field watch and a dress watch somehow. It has dress watch genes, but also field watch elements, and so I think it's a very good everyday piece. Okay, thank you.